Hey folks, welcome to Recon Archery. I'm Caleb Seals, your host, and appreciate you guys joining us today. We're excited, we're fired up. We finally got to the end of our 2018 archery season, and had a lot of fun. Me and my dad and some buddies and whoever else killed some nice deer, and we're thankful the Lord blessed us. We had a good time, some good memories. All you avid bow hunters out there and just hunters in general know that it's fun just hanging out in a tree stand and shooting at deer. It's always fun. So, especially when they've got big racks and whatever else. So it was a good time. I guess we'll start off our season with a spot and stalk me and Dad did on a real nice deer. We called him the spatula buck because off his back G2 on this side, he had a big long, looked kind of like a drop tine that went back like this and spread out into a spatula. It just looked like a rubber spatula that grew out of the back of his rack there, so we called him a spatula buck.
We're in Indiana, and I've been watching a buck, a giant buck, all morning long, well, for the past 2 hours anyway. He's about 80 yards that way. He's bedded down twice, and I know where he's bedded down, and I climbed down out of my stand, real quiet like. We're gonna try to move in, trying to get him on a stalk out of his bed, so here we go. He's tearing something up, ain't he? Is he looking at us? Yep. Can I sneak one through there? You could try it.
So, as you guys can see, that deer got up and ran completely out of our lives. I think Dad saw him one more time after that a couple days later from that same stand, but he couldn't get a shot, obviously. But after that, we didn't see him. He totally disappeared off the camera, off the property. Hadn't seen him since. Right now, it's late winter time. We haven't seen that deer. And I've still got my camera out there. He might show up still. He might show up next summer. I don't know. But anyway, it was fun. Just being that close to a giant buck on the ground with a bow in your hand is exciting regardless, so we had fun. But anyway, we hunted hard after that, saw some deer, nothing big, but I think it was November 3rd. Me and Dad got up, I had the day off, I hunted Indiana, he hunted Illinois. We hadn't been in the stand 30 minutes, he calls me, says he shot a giant. And I said, no kidding. He said, yeah, I just shot a giant, probably at least 160, 170. So I finished out my hunt. I saw little bucks and does. I climbed down and helped him. Unfortunately, he did not get that kill on camera. He had camera equipment with him, but he said he didn't have time to get it going. That deer he had a decoy out that morning. He said he grunted and rattled. All of a sudden, he looked over, that deer was right there on his decoy. All he had time to do was stand up and shoot. I was disappointed he couldn't get the camera on and get on him, I guess that's life in the deer woods if you're an average bow hunter, not a TV hunter. So some guys probably would not have shot him if they couldn't get the camera on him, but not us. We worry about the shot first. So he didn't get the kill on camera, but he did get some footage of walking up on the deer. I got some footage of it. So we'll show it to you real quick because the deer is an absolute trophy, deer of a lifetime. We're thinking, we haven't scored him yet, but we're thinking he'll probably go at least 190. So you guys check it out. Dad killed a big buck this morning. I went home and picked up Mom in the four-wheeler, and we're driving to go get it. And I see him right here. What do you think?
Just killed a slunger, man.
You sure did.
It's very nasty. I hope I don't throw up.
Just don't look over here.
There he is.
What do you think about that, man?
Man, that's a giant.
I like his horns.
That's a giant, man.
Yeah, I like his horns too.
That's an awesome deer right there. Hey, good job there, boss.
Thank you, man.
Another day in the woods.
Still got the decoy sitting out there.
I saw another buck over there a little while back, over yonder. I saw about a 115-inch 8-point over there. Then I saw another little buck back in that corner back there.
Really?
But that deer came from back this way
Yeah.
and walked into the decoy like this. My arrow's still laying over there by the decoy.
That's where he died right here? And you couldn't see him from the stand?
I couldn't see him. I saw the blackbirds everywhere though. There's like 20 blackbirds on him.
And here he is. We got him loaded up. What a giant. So as you can see, my dad was pretty fired up about that deer, but who wouldn't be? That deer was a monster. Actually, I've got him here. Oh, I mean, this deer is an absolute monster, a war horse, a slunger, like we call him. I did a rough score on him. I haven't sat down and scored him right, but I did a rough score, and I got 196. But I'm going to take him up to a good friend of ours, Tom Rothrock at Lonesome Elk Archery here in Indiana. By the way, if you guys are from the Illinois, Indiana, even Ohio territory, you want your bow set up, go see Tom Rothrock at Lonesome Elk Archery in Terre Haute, Indiana. He's the best I've ever seen. He's an awesome guy. I love him to death. He's like my grandpa almost. If you want your bow set up right, go see Tom Rothrock. Anyway, I'm going to have to score this deer, but it's a giant. Good job, Dad. Proud of you. Cool thing is, a buddy of mine, Aaron Popwell, shot his first deer that same morning. He called me. He didn't get it on camera, but he called me and said he shot one. So it was a good day to hunt. I didn't see much, but other guys did. So good job, Dad. Good job, Aaron. Next up, I'll take you guys to a hunt I filmed in Illinois about 4 or 5 days later out of the same stand Dad shot this giant out of. So it was a good morning. Lots of deer were moving. So check it out.
Alright, y'all, we're set up. Man, it looks like an awesome day to hunt. The wind is a little worse than what I thought for this spot. We'll just have to hope for the best. We already had a small buck come out. A spike, he came out. And he got downwind of us, smelled us, and ran off. He blew 4 or 5 times, so hopefully, man, it doesn't mess us up. I hate when deer blow like that. But we're set up. We'll see what happens. saw my decoy. Here he comes, boy. Man, these yeah, baby. Let's see what that does. We have another buck out here, man. These small bucks are just going nuts today. He sees that doe out there right now. Good buck, good buck, good buck, good buck, good buck. Good buck. Good buck right here, good buck.
Well, here we are. Got my stand in the back of my four-wheeler here. And I'm going to drive out here, back side of this field, and get the stand hung and hopefully try to hunt it tonight and kill some bucks. So stay tuned.
Exactly the setup I wanted, but I can't find a good tree, so I had to improvise. I got my stand set at the base of this tree right here, but it's covered in pretty good. So I'm gonna set my decoy out here tonight and see what happens. So we'll check back in when we get set up. Set up, got the decoy out there, and the wind is right in our face. It's perfect for tonight. It's back behind me. All there is a railroad track. I mean, there's some woods across the railroad track, but as long as deer come out from my left side or my right side, or straight in front of me, I'm doing good. But we should see some deer tonight. Got the old Dave Smith decoy out there, so if the Lord will help us tonight, we might get a shot at a big one. So stay tuned, folks. Stay tuned.
So anyway, it got late in the year. I hunted all through November, and I hunted hard. And that 10 point you guys just saw was the closest I came on a mature buck. And I believe if the wind would have been right, the way those deer were coming into that decoy that morning, if the wind would have been right, I would have got a shot at that deer. He came right into it because he was fired up. Every buck that morning when they saw that decoy, even the small ones, they were coming in. But hunted the rest of November and didn't do any good, so it got to be in December and the bucks stopped chasing. They started reverting back to their feeding pattern. And all my spots in Illinois that are so good during the rut, they've turned into dead zones in the late season. I don't know why. Maybe I'm not good enough, I don't know. Just in these spots, the farmers, they turn their fields under early. And I always have a hard time killing deer in late season in my spots in Illinois. It's hard for me. So there's a spot down the road from my house, literally less than a mile from my house, that we've hunted throughout the years. That's actually where me and Dad put the stalk on that giant buck. There's always bucks cruising through there. It seems like there's new bucks there every year, especially in the late season. So I decided to go down there and hunt, and I hunted there a few nights, a few weeks, and saw deer. As a big 8 point that I wanted. I mean, I say big, he's probably in the 140s, maybe close to 150, but I wanted him. Real big 8 point, real nice, real symmetrical. I got him on camera, saw him a couple times out of the stand. I drew down on him one time back in November. He was at 55 yards. I drew back. I couldn't get him to stop and get a shot, but I hunted him hard, but never got a shot. So one night I was out there, and turned out to be a good night. So you guys enjoy it.
Hey guys, it's Recon Archery, we're back. I'm in Indiana. And it's December the 11th. I shot my buck last year on this exact same date, in the same stand with almost identical weather conditions. So hopefully tonight, exactly a year later, we'll put the smack down on another one. If I see a 125, 130 inch buck, I'll probably shoot it tonight. So anyway, if so, it'll be a fun show, so you guys stick with us. feel terrible about that shot. I don't know what happened. Glad I got one on the ground though, man. Call my dad here, let him know. HQ, we have a tango down. I repeat, we have a tango down. No, it looks like a about 135-inch 10-point. So I shot him. I made a. He's laying right down there though. I made a bad shot. I hit him in the spine. I don't know how in the world I did that, but he hasn't moved in the last 10 minutes, so probably he looks like pretty decent buck. He ain't a giant, but he looks decent. Hey, it's December 11th, and no, I put my boots on tonight. I figured I'd better take him in case I shot one. Tell him it ain't no giant. I think it's that one I told you we got on camera last time, that 10-point. Well, y'all, I'm waiting on my dad and a friend of ours to come out here and get us, or get me, so we can gut this deer and load him up. But I'm thankful the Lord let me take a nice buck in Indiana. This spot here we're hunting, it can be real good. We've killed some good bucks off this property, but today is December 11th. And I shot that buck last year on December 11th, a big 11-point. This deer looks like a 3-year-old, 3.5-year-old, nothing big. But he looks like he's about 130, so December 11th in Indiana, small piece of property, so I shot him. So stay tuned and we'll check him out. Recon Archery. Okay, so my dad is here with some buddies to help me recover this deer. Let's go check him out. Hey boys, is it any good?
There he is, 10-point down.
Not bad, is he?
No, he ain't bad.
Not bad at all. He's an easy 130, 135.
Yep.
Easy. Here you go, hold this, would you?
You recording?
Yeah.
All right, man. What about it?
Come on this side. Oh man, yeah. Man, oh man. Hey, I'm proud of him. I am proud of him. Late in the year, winter time, he came out. I shot him. What do you think, man?
We have here the extraction team.
He's actually better than what I thought, honestly.
Man, that's a good buck.
He's going to go high 130s, man.
Yeah, that's a good buck.
Killed the deer, loaded up in the truck, taking it home. It's a big one.
Hey everybody, it's Recon Archery. We are back after an awesome 2018 archery season. Had a great time, didn't you guys?
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah, great year.
Great year.
It was a blast. I can't remember, honestly, can't remember enjoying a hunting season more than I did this year. Just killed some great bucks. I got Phil Ralston with me today, which is our resident police officer,
Main man.
aka hunting buddy, fishing buddy, whatever.
Yeah, that's right.
Got my dad here, Mike Seals, and man, we're just here. We're here talking about deer hunting.
That's right.
That's right.
Dad killed a giant buck, which is right above me. He killed this over in Illinois. I green scored it. Well, I should say I rough scored it about 196. We think it might push 200, but it's a great deer. Dad, you want to tell us about that
Monster.
Yeah, I killed that deer on the morning of November the 4th. And the spot that we hunted on here where the stand was hung, it's a very unique spot to access. You got to go in a certain way at a certain time to get in without busting deer.
Yeah.
And I happened to get in at the right time that morning, got in good, got in clean, had a Dave Smith decoy with me.
They're the best.
Best decoys that are made, Dave Smith decoys.
Go buy Dave Smith.
And I set the Dave Smith decoy about 20 to 22 yards just off to the left of my stand. And I got set up, got settled in, and gave a few soft tending grunts. And 30 minutes later, an aggressive rattling session, buck roar, snort wheeze, and I just hung my antlers on the tree and sat back down. And just within seconds, I heard a noise off to my left behind me, and I looked back through the red oak limbs, and I saw legs walking, coming in hot. In my heart, I knew it was a buck. The way he was coming in, it had to be. I couldn't see the head yet, but I knew it had to be a buck. So I grabbed my bow, drew back automatically, came to full draw, and this buck was like a step and a half, a yard and a half away from my decoy, getting ready to ram my decoy.
He's going to take it out.
Gonna take it out. And I settled the pin right there where you're supposed to shoot him at and cut her loose.
Drilled him. He
That's all
ran
she
him
wrote.
like 50 yards, 40, 50 yards.
About 100 yards.
100 yards.
Ran about 100 yards, yeah.
Well, guys, that goes to show you. I mean, during the rut, if I'm hunting a field edge, I've got a decoy. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
If it's anywhere from November 1st, even before that, if the deer are up cruising,
October 28, 29.
yeah, sometimes even then. I mean, you saw in the video, that morning I almost shot that, well, I shouldn't say almost shot him, I almost had that big 10-point coming in. I mean, that morning I had bucks, spikes, 6 points, 8 points, whatever, coming in. As soon as they came to that field, saw my decoy, they were coming in hot. So that goes to show you, go out, buy you a decoy, and go hunt them. But great deer, Dad, awesome job.
I'd like to add that we're not hunting outfitted properties. We're not hunting high-dollar leases. We hunt public land. We hunt properties we have permission to hunt. We just hunt do-it-yourself style DIY.
Yeah.
And we hang our stands and we hunt. We stay mobile. And
We're not paying $10,000 to go hunt a manicured hunt.
No,
we're just average bow hunters that hunt very hard.
That's why we call it Recon Archery, right?
Yeah, that's right.
You go out and do some recon,
Yeah.
kill some deer.
that's right.
But hey, give me some on that.
Get it done.
That's a monster buck.
I mean, that's the biggest deer we have on our wall.
Yeah.
I think he's anywhere from 190 to 200. We haven't scored him for sure yet. I roughly scored him, but I wouldn't consider myself a professional. So, but either way, incredible deer. Sorry we couldn't get that on camera. He had camera equipment with him that morning, but like you said, as quick as that deer came in, as big as he was, I know a lot of guys would say, I'm not shooting unless I get him on camera. Well,
not him.
give me a 200-inch buck and I'll tell you if I'm going to shoot him on camera or not.
That's right.
Yeah.
But anyway, apologize for the lack of footage. Next year will be better
That's right.
on that. But man, it was great. You guys saw on the camera, on the footage, how I went out and helped him drag it out. So you saw some previous footage of him. But that's all we have. But yeah, it was great, man. Awesome. I mean, what a way to wrap up in November, right?
Oh yeah.
The 200-inch deer.
Yeah.
Phil.
Then Phil's deer. Also
Phil
deer.
jacks up a nice one in Illinois on the same farm, right?
Yeah, well, like I said, when somebody kills a buck like this, on your farm, I mean, there's not too many other deer running around that size. So we've got a kind of a railroad track that splits two pieces of ground that we've got. And I went on the other side of the railroad tracks, and it's kind of next to another big piece of timber, and kind of set up over there for a few days to see what I could see. And I got my Summit Viper one evening, got to the same tree where I shot that buck at in 2017.
Awesome buck here also.
Yeah. And
great buck.
yeah, and sit up there for about, I don't know, 45 minutes, you know, and it's in the middle of November. I can't remember the exact date it was, but there's some CRP in front of us, and there was a cut cornfield there, and kind of a ridge behind me, and another cornfield over there.
Perfect funnel.
Yeah, just a perfect funnel. And lo and behold, that buck got up about 50 yards in front of me, and I had no idea he was there.
Working a scrape.
Working a scrape. There was after I killed him, I went out there in that CRP, and I could see 2 or 3 scrapes that it were probably the ones that he was working. But he came in about 20 yards and squared off with him and put him down.
Put him down. Smack down, baby.
Yeah,
That's
smack
right.
down. Gave him,
That's right.
Yeah, gave him the people's elbow.
People's elbow, that's right.
And yeah, I'm real proud of him. You know, I mean, we were blessed to have some great private.
Very blessed,
over
very
Illinois,
blessed.
And you know.
But we don't stay in the council either, we go hunting.
That's right. You know,
We get up
every
and
day.
go hunting, we hunt.
It don't matter if it's raining, snowing, sleeting.
We hunt.
At 25 mile an hour, you know, we're going. There's
right.
deer to be killed.
That's right.
So
Awesome deer, man.
yeah, so it was a great hunt.
And we saw some more deer. Me and you later on in the season saw some more deer from that same stand.
Yeah,
Couldn't put one down out of there, but we saw a giant across the field one night. I mean, just a monster.
yeah. There's going to be a good crop for this year, and hopefully we're going to get some good footage of them this year, and
Yeah.
be able to lay down some tracks and
Absolutely.
get one down on the ground.
Exciting.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Get away.
And you guys saw, unfortunately, the one I shot was the only one we were able to get on foot, on camera.
Yeah,
That's going to change, right?
that's right. You know, it's just
We're investing in
Yeah,
some.
December 11th is your day.
That's right, December 11th. This deer right here came from the 2017 archery season. This is the one I shot this year. Just a decent 10-point I shot in Indiana.
The same day, same evening hunt, same stand.
Same exact day I shot this one the year prior.
From the same tree.
The same tree, almost the same exact time of evening, right about 5 to 5:30. Getting on toward dark, as you guys can see on the video.
Just the time they come out.
He came out, and I just felt like shooting him, so we put him down. But still, we had
great
some
buck.
fun. It was
Great
fun,
buck.
right?
Yeah,
Oh,
man, you know, being out in the woods.
It's bow hunt.
Absolutely.
That's what we do. We bow hunt.
That's what we do.
That's right, man.
100% archery.
But
That's right.
you guys stay tuned. We're gonna have some more footage coming up.
Yeah.
Hanging stands, killing deer, shooting ducks, whatever you want to enjoy with us. We're going to
Some hopeful target bucks we hope to see again.
Yeah.
That's right. We had a great crop of even younger deer that we had on our
And
property.
we got some great pictures on public land of some great bucks.
Yeah,
that
we do.
they hope they're still
A
there.
couple giants.
Do we hunt public land? Or do
Oh,
we-
yeah.
We hunt public ground.
Yeah.
That's right. I mean, if you can do it, and you want to put your time in, there's giant deer on.
I love to hunt public ground.
Yeah.
Because it's an even playing
Yeah,
field.
that's right.
And you know, when you kill a great buck on public ground, you've earned it. You've done
Oh,
something.
yeah.
You've done
I
something.
got to give Dad credit here. He will go back miles and miles and miles into the thickest, nastiest public.
There are things back there that'll eat you.
Yeah, and he just piles off
Yeah.
up there and hunts, and he likes it.
Yeah.
I prefer
I love it.
I prefer the upland hardwood ridges and acorn flats and whatever, but he likes those swamps.
Yeah, swamp.
There's
Oh,
giants
I love
back
hunting
there.
swamps.
And one day it's going to pay off for him. He's going to smoke a giant back in the swamp.
I've seen some great deer back there. Just couldn't get
I have too.
it done yet.
They're back there. It's,
Oh,
Good
they're
stuff.
back there.
but
Giants.
anyway, guys, we appreciate you staying tuned with us, and hope you enjoyed this video.
Yeah.
Stay tuned with Recon Archery, because we are going to have some fun in the 2019 archery season, putting down some giants.
That's right.
So stay tuned. We'll see you later. Let's go kill some deer.
Yeah, man.